I'm just a little upset that we didn't get to see Attack on Titan.
Yeah, a little bit.
They cut that scene way too short.
I'm sure we're going to get some kind of flashback aside from what we got there. There's going to be something. I can't imagine we're not getting more.
Yeah. So welcome
Also,
to the review of My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 15.
Yeah, we have Titan Wildman running around, apparently, in the mountains. That's what Kurogiri was up to. And it almost makes me wonder if he wanted to lure them in because he was being so obvious about it.
Probably.
Now, whether or not he planned to let himself get captured, I don't know. Because if anyone's going to... Like, Gran Torino is a great choice to catch him because Gran Torino is freaking fast.
And I may be right, because I did say, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes ago, that a school-based arc will be next.
Yes, you get a point. It's not starting off that way, but that intro, that brand new intro of ours, definitely seems like it's leaning toward that. And from the look of it, Best Girl's going to get a front stage and center on this one.
And if the tone of the new opening sequence is anything, this will be a bit of a less serious story arc.
Yes, you get a point.
I get 2 points. Yay!
I'm curious what kind of thing it's going to be. Like, what kind of school festival? Because it definitely seems like a school festival.
Finally, I get points. Yay.
Hoard them, Gollum. Hoard them, because they're the only points you'll ever get.
My precious points.
We need a scoreboard somewhere. By like episode 25 or the end of the season or whatever episode it ends up being, it's just going to be like, Brandon F. 4,000 points. To Brandon H. 6.
Oh.
I mean, it kind of feels that way with the way I've been pointing things out.
Oh my god. When we do cover, or if we ever get around to covering the watch and review anime that I kind of want to do for Brands Discuss Anime, I'll just be surprised if you guess what's coming up.
They're going to eat the pig.
I think, yeah, we only did that style once for Cat Soup.
Yeah, because it's a bit of a time consumer recording-wise, because we're combining the watching and the recording at the same time. It takes a bunch of time to do it. Like, that took us, at least 3 hours in that recording.
Cat Soup was only half an hour.
That was after you trimmed it down, though. Plus, I'm including the time to watch it. Like, the time, during the recording session.
No, I meant that the film itself was only half an hour.
Oh, really? I thought it was longer.
Maybe it was closer to 40 minutes, but I know it's definitely under 45.
That's fair. It was a long time ago, so maybe it just feels longer in my head.
Yeah, that was like our 2nd or 3rd episode of that.
Something like that, yeah. And it was a new style we were trying, which it works. It's just, again, even with it being a 40-minute episode, that's still like 2 hours worth of recording then.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting way too far off topic now. Really far.
Why are you complaining? This is normal for us.
Yeah, but we shouldn't. It shouldn't be.
This episode seemed to wrap up I think it was called the Invasion arc.
Something like that. I don't remember what exactly it's called. It half wraps it up and half starts the next one a little bit by planting stuff in there. Like, we get the reunion between the students involved and the students that weren't involved. There was some nice comic relief there too. That was good. The Gran Torino thing is really interesting. I'm super curious what that giant dude's quirk is, because there's craters all over that mountain.
And slight bit of a spoiler, but technically, according to the My Hero Academia wiki, the Gran Torino section was actually part of the Invasion story arc.
Interesting. So maybe that was. I wonder if they moved it around or not.
I'm guessing from the tiny bit I read about it, it was supposedly happening concurrently to students going underground and attacking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I wish we would have gotten more of it then. But I mean, if they're trying to hammer it into this season, it might not fit without being cut short a little bit. I'd be super curious. I assume we're going to get flashbacks of that. I'm super curious how that was happening.
And just from what I remember, it seems like it would just be an episode, maybe an episode and a half at max, because it wasn't that long of material. So maybe, like you said, maybe we'll have like a scene or two next time in flashback.
It would have to be because I assume All Might's going to get filled in on everything.
Right, right. So
Um,
potentially then there will be like the whole episode over the course of like 3 split up.
yeah, because that thing was such like it was a completely separate thing going on. It didn't feel like it would have happened concurrently. They gave us nothing in the anime to make us feel that way. Because we had a timestamp for when the Hasaikai stuff happened, when they started doing the invasion. They could have added like a little timestamp or something to say like at this time, or like meanwhile, while the invasion is going on, just a quick couple second flash of that kind of thing, or in the upper corner of the screen or something to help out with that, kind of like the way a manga panel would.
But
Like meanwhile,
then again, it's been 2-ish years since these manga chapters were published. Maybe this got moved afterwards retroactively?
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like with the positioning it has, right, in the anime, I would have thought they would have given us some indication that it was happening at the same time.
Maybe it just flows better if it takes place afterwards.
Maybe it makes it a little more confusing, or it doesn't really matter, I guess, where it's going to be exactly. It's just that it happens within a close or relatively close time frame. Like it could have easily just been happening while all of the students were recovering in the hospital. That was kind of where I was leaving it at.
And was that a flashback to Overhaul in the beginning?
It was just overlap from the last episode, yeah.
Because I don't remember Overhaul also losing his legs.
I didn't see him lose his legs. That was his arms, I thought. Unless I didn't see it. I thought it was just a replay of the previous last section.
Yeah, I could be dead wrong for it.
I'm pretty sure you are.
Nope, it's definitely his leg. Wait, never mind.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, just the way his arms are positioned right next to his legs.
Yeah, they're on his thighs.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wait a minute, is this extra footage or?
Nope, you're crazy.
You're right. Point to you.
Yeah, we get a bit of a pep talk from what's his face, from Lemillion to Deku, and even he's like, "Hey, look, Rewind's gonna give you my quirk back, probably."
Which I have called.
I mean, I literally said that in the beginning too. Like, if he loses his quirk, she's just gonna rewind it.
How does Rewind actually work?
I looked into it after it was revealed what it does, more or less. It reverts your body to a previous state.
Age-wise as well?
Yes. So basically, let's say she activated the ability and she's, using it on you, right? She can rewind you back to the way you were at age 26.
Although I would like that, my jaw would be messed up again, and yeah, that wouldn't be nice.
I mean, hey, look. That just means you get it redone earlier.
But everybody else would be the same age.
Yes. Quite literally, she could effectively make you immortal if she just kept using it periodically.
Could she make herself immortal? Can she rewind herself?
Solid question. I have no idea. I assume she can, because either it was her healing herself with her quirk when she was being tested by Chisaki, or he was using his quirk. It seemed like it was her, because one of the flashbacks was him slicing into her with a scalpel, and then we got a view from like inside the wound of it healing itself, and it seemed like Chisaki still had both his gloves on and the scalpel in hand. So I want to say she can rewind herself, but it seems like it's more of a subconsciously used a part of it rather than anything else. At least at this point, she might be able to do it more willingly if she's trained.
So Bakugo's gonna have fun next episode with all those kids.
Oh, fuck Bakugo, fuck anyone in there. I am way more curious about All Might and Endeavor talking with each other. I am way more curious how that's gonna go.
Now that Endeavor's the #1 hero, or so he claims.
Well, I mean, he is. It's outright stated that since All Might dropped, he's taken his place as #1. Now, granted, he's still a shit, and he's not as good as All Might, but he's the best there is, that's left after All Might's drop. Or retirement, I guess.
Have we heard anything about who's the current #2?
No, actually, we have no idea who replaced Endeavor as far as I can remember. I don't think it's mentioned.
If anybody knows, please leave a comment.
Unless it's a spoiler, in which case, just say, hey, it's a spoiler, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh.
Because who knows, they may come up in a little bit as a big thing.
Yeah, there's that.
Like, it probably won't be in this season, it'd probably be in season 5, I would guess. I'm curious about what the school festival is going to be, though, because could it just be one of those ones where each class does their own thing? Like like what, those episodes where you see them like, oh, hey, we're going to make a maid cafe out of our classroom, blah, blah, blah. And how each class has their own shtick going on. If it's going to be that kind of thing.
Invisible girl in a maid outfit. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be the clothing floating in the air. You're never going to see shit.
But Invisible Girl is the hottest one.
Yes, the one you can never see is the best one.
She is best girl.
She is in every single shot of the anime because you never see her.
That's going to be the twist ending. I was there, Deku. I was there the whole time.
I saw you get your quirk from All Might, Deku. I was there. I know your secret.
She could be the best yandere.
She could be, literally, she could murder everyone that's near her senpai, and nobody would know it was her.
Oh my god. Will we ever see what she actually looks like? Because she will need a civilian identity down the line.
I mean, I don't know how you're really gonna do that, given her ability. Unless literally she gets a mask or something to wear that makes her look human, or like gives her skin to see, like visible skin. I mean, the only other option would be literally coat every single exposed part of her body with makeup, kind of like a certain episode of JoJo's, which you should totally start watching.
I will this week. Although I did come across episode 1 of part 5, and oh my god, just the licking.
What about Giorno's glory hole hair?
What is up with that?
I don't know.
Oh my god. More My Hero Academia?
I guess next week, right?
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much all we could.
There's not a lot, honestly, in this one. We do get to meet Cammy, like the real one this time. Maybe we'll finally get to figure out what her quirk actually is. Because the last time it was just Toga imitating her.
Okay. She is flirtatious. So,
I mean, personality doesn't always translate to ability. I mean, literally, let's look at Toru, the fucking invisible girl. She's super happy and heartwarming and everything, but she's invisible.
Maybe, and I know we talked about One Piece slightly last week, but wasn't Robin manipulating love?
No.
Didn't somebody have like a love fruit?
I think there is one, but I forget what character has it. I think it's Boa Hancock, I think, that has it. I forget exactly what it does, though.
I'm just going to say that Cammy's ability has to deal with love or maybe manipulating people's emotions in some way.
Here we go. Yada 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 yada. Turn people into... No, hers is Medusa powers to turn people to stone. It's not a love thing. Okay, it kind of is a love thing. So, and I'm going to say here, anyone with, quote, dirty thoughts, unquote, will be turned to stone as long as they do not have have a means of blocking it out, either emotionally, like with pain or fear, or simply out of ignorance. So that's what her fruit does for her. That's her ability there.
Okay, that's nothing.
So it is nothing like that.
Yeah, it's nothing like what I think Cammy's ability is.
Nope. You think her ability is something like charm, where she can charm people to like just, essentially heavy persuasion.
Yes, she can charm her way to make people do things.
I assume that it's only with the opposite sex. Or maybe just with people that find her attractive, maybe.
Probably.
Which will never work on Bakugo because he just hates everything.
Except spicy food.
And explosions. Lots and lots of explosions.
Well, explode with us next week.
Oh god, that sounds the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst way to end this.
Not in the way that you're thinking, though. Oh god, I'm going to turn to stone soon, aren't I?
I was going to say something, but I was going to let it slide.
Okay,
I'm just going to slowly back away now and let you go ahead and take this problem.
Catch you later, everybody!